Hey guys, it's the Joe. Anyway, doing a pickup video, and I've decided on a format for how I'm going to do pickups from now on, pickup sales, things like that. What I'm going to do is, starting tomorrow, today technically when you're seeing this, I will not dispense with pickups until the 15th of the month, or halfway through the month as it may be, because February is a short month. What I mean is I will spend half the month hunting and the other half of the month getting rid of things. Now I will only get rid of enough stuff to make whatever I keep absolutely free. And I will keep a log of it, and I will let you know how we're doing and what I've sold and what I've kept, things of that nature, because I'm very interested to see, especially based on the number of things I've been finding lately, what I'm capable of doing. So let's get into it. One of my friends at work was trading in some games, and he was just going to trade them in for credit to get iTunes, so I gave him credit from a previous trade I did, specifically a black 3DS XL, and I will put the picture of the pickup right here, because I got that system for 25 bucks and it worked. I traded it in and got $125 for trade. So not only did I get $100 extra, but I also picked up a few things. Number one is a copy of Pokemon Y. Another one was Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. And then the last one was Final Fantasy Theatrhythm. Yeah, these would have only given him like $25 in trade, and I just gave him the trade plus a little bit of extra in cash, and now I wound up with those. That alone is, worth $29, $30 by itself. Yay! My buddy at work also had this, which is a black label Final Fantasy VII. I have a greatest hits version of it. Now my discs are in nicer shape than these ones. These ones are quite filthy. However, I have to test this game to see if it plays. However, this one has the manual and it's black label, so it has that going for it. So that's cool. Also was the sampler disc for a bunch of other stuff, and I don't know if it was supposed to come with that game or if it was just something that happened to be there with it. I went to a pawn shop near work. I showed you before, at least I'm pretty sure I showed you the pickups. He was selling the games very cheap, and he continued the trend by giving me a really good deal on a bunch of stuff. 5 items for $25. First one is a copy of Super Mario World. Is that what that one's? Yeah, Super Mario World for the SNES. However, it's yellowed. PlayStation 3 DualShock controller. And then a few games. Yoshi's New Island for the 3DS. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. And Kirby's Triple Deluxe. Next is something that I'd been looking for a while. It's a white Kinect. The reason why I bought it is because this item will work to complete my Star Wars 360 set. I have the console, I have the correct gold controller, but I did not have a white Kinect to go with it. So now I have a complete Star Wars 360 minus the box, but I can get a box on eBay. I paid $20 for that. Pretty good price. Last thing I'm going to show you is, if you remember from a previous pickup, there was a kid that sold me Dragon Warrior 4. Actually, that wasn't him. This was the one where the kid sold me the Sega Genesis games, the Super Nintendo games, and a bunch of DS games. That's what this one was from. Anyways, I texted him and said, hey, you got anything else? And he's like, I got some DSs and a DSi and stuff and some games. So he sent me pictures. First up is a black DS Lite, and everything works. So I got a black one, which is actually not in bad shape. A pink one, a coral pink one actually, and it's actually in really solid shape. Has the Game Boy slot cover as well as the stylus with it still, and a DSi. Now all of these work, they all have juice, I tested them all, and they're all going away. However, I bought the whole bundle off of him for a very good price. And I'm going to show you some games. First off are some Game Boy Color games. Now this one without the label, this is Tomb Raider. Not one, but 2 copies of Donkey Kong Country. One has a torn label, the other one is in good shape. SpongeBob SquarePants and the Lost Spatula. Mario Golf, Power Spike Pro Beach Volleyball, Pro Beach, Army Men Air Combat, and Wario Land 3. So the Wario and the Mario and the Donkey Kong are actually pretty good games from that bundle. Some original Game Boy games, a copy of Tetris, which obviously looks like it sat in the system for a long time. Metroid 2, Space Invaders, definitely keeping that one for myself. And Disney's Hercules. And a black cartridge Frogger. Now, I can't remember if that meant that it wasn't licensed, although it has the Nintendo seal of quality on it. A few Game Boy Advance games. You got Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Namco Museum. I've got a couple copies of that. Masters of the Universe. He-Man Power of Grayskull. And Frogger's Adventures. So that's 2 Frogger games. Now, the next 3 games were the main reason why I even bought everything. Number 1, you have Pokemon Blue, a massively chewed up version of Pokemon Blue, and I'm going to change the case to make sure that it works, but however, I see a little bit of damage to the PCB, so that might not work. And then I managed to leave the guy's house without the copy of Pokemon Silver that was included, so I have to go back and get that. However, he has a couple of other things that he's holding for me, so it's fine. We've done a couple of deals, so as long as he's making some money, I'm making some money, we're all good. So he gave me all that for 50 bucks. Those 2 are worth 50 bucks. 80 bucks. 25, 20 if I sell it online. 20 to 25. Same thing with Pokemon Silver. Basically, among all the games here and the systems, I probably made 60 bucks in profit off of that 50 buck outlay, so I'm happy. Like I said, this is the last bundle that I'm going to actually get rid of stuff right away. The next pickups videos, or the next few pickup videos, or however I decide to do it from this point on, again, I will take everything and keep it in a box or on a specific shelf. And after the 15th of the month, or after halfway through the month, I will stop actively looking for the deals, which means if somebody calls me and they've got some deals, I'll take them. However, I'm not going to go out hunting, but I am going to start selling the extra stuff. Now, if I make a lot of profit, I'm going to make a lot of profit. If I just sell just enough to get my money back, I'm going to do that as well. But I know that I can collect for free by using this method. I just want to know how much I'm actually capable of making and what I'm actually keeping. Because up till now, it's just been, hey, I bought this, great, keep it in the collection. I bought this to sell, flip it. Okay, I bought this, didn't need to sell it, but I sold it anyways. All this other stupid stuff. So I want to see how viable this is, because you never know. You may wind up too injured to work and need to sell a bunch of stuff. And if that comes to fruition, then at least I'll be prepared. So, yeah, that's about it. If you have any comments, leave those down below. If you have any questions, leave those down below. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would say follow the finger. That wasn't dirty at all. To about there, because, yeah, right down there by where the numbers are for my subscriber count, there's a little red ticker there that says subscribe. So if you don't mind, I'd really appreciate it if you hit it. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your friends' enemies, tell your enemies' friends, and I'll see you next time.